Hey guys, it's Liv here. We are here today with our GDL Week 4 game. We're taking on Clutch, sometimes coach of the Kansas City Kingdras. Now, I'll be honest, when I recorded my Week 3, I cannot remember if I said that we were playing Clutch or if we were playing Leo, because I also cannot remember when I recorded that, when I played that, and when Clutch joined in. I just know it was somewhere around then. So, for anyone who doesn't know, Clutch took over for Leo. Week 4, originally he was supposed to use Leo's team, but I told Clutch because, you know, Clutch is a good pal of mine, and I hadn't built yet anyway, and Clutch was very aware I hadn't built yet anyway, that he could just use the free agents. So he's using his team from the season on as of this week. I figured that was the least I could do for Clutch because, again, I hadn't built anyway. So, yeah, if you guys enjoy, leave a like down below, comment, subscribe. I'll talk about the matchup real quick. But you should also definitely check out Clutch. Clutch doesn't have any other platform to really promote himself on because he doesn't have a Twitter, etc. So you should definitely check out his channel. Clutch is literally the brains behind probably half the teams I use on any draft video I use. The other ones I mentioned specifically who does it. But Clutch does probably half, doesn't do half of my builds, but he probably helps me with like half of my Wi-Fi stuff at least. So definitely check out Clutch, of course, along with everyone else linked down below. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into things. So I'll be honest, this is a very bad matchup. This is a very, very, very bad matchup. I have a couple mons I feel confident in. I have a couple mons I feel really confident in, actually. But if they die, I'm kind of fucked. This is pretty much like last week's game all over again, except for I think I have like one more mon than last week that I feel like is a good mon. The only issue is, though, is the fact that this week, the mons that I feel confident in are, at least, they shouldn't be as strong of mons, and I'll get into why in a bit. But basically, though, this week I had to bench two mons I've been really building around a lot, being Zarude and Haxorus. So I don't really care about Zarude. Zarude has honestly been garbage. It's been really bad, but Haxorus has been kind of carrying the team. So with that in mind, I'm definitely a bit more worried this week. However, on the bright side, our first mon, Alakazam, has a really good matchup this week. It's one of our three mons I feel kind of confident in. One I feel kind of, this one and Zam, the other mon, that feels really good. Both feel like they could potentially win me the game. And then I have a third that I feel like might be able to do some stuff. But my other three are kind of just filler. But Zam I feel really confident in. Zam is a Focus Sash this week with Protect, Focus Blast, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. Max Speed, Modest Nature, because I know for a fact that Clutch will not respect my Alakazam's speed. I know how Clutch builds. I've built with Clutch for years at this point. I can confidently say Clutch will not respect the Timid Zam's speed with Whimsicott. I think that Whimsicott does come. Truthfully, I would be shocked if he doesn't go with Kommo, Mew, Mamo, Incineroar, Whimsicott, G-Max Raj. I know that Clutch really likes Garbodor. That would be the 7th, I guess. And if anything, maybe it comes over like Whimsicott or Incineroar. I do think at the very least, Mew, Mamo, Kommo, and Raj all do come, though. And against those in particular, this Sam actually does a lot. 2 KOs like all of them, if not Okos. Protect is here mainly for a couple things. One is for Focus Blast on Incineroar, and the other one is to potentially scout for Mamoswine, especially if it's like Icicle Spear, for example. Because if it is Icicle Spear, then I do have to be a bit careful of it being a bulky Mamoswine trying to break a Sash set. Because then I don't actually beat it 1v1 if it is like a Chople variant, for example. Or if it's just really fat with Assault Vest. So I do have to keep those in mind for sure when playing around this. And that's really the big reason why I have Protect on this. It's mostly for Fake Out and Incineroar, though. Truthfully, I don't think that Clutch will bring in Icicle Spear Mamo. Again, it seems outside of what I would expect from him. But I wouldn't put it past him to run Fake Out and Incineroar. This is definitely... That would definitely be his Zam check, if I had to guess. But yeah, no, the Psychic, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball should 2-KO like everything on the team. Even without Life Orb, I did want to run Focus Sash still because that could be huge for like picking off a Scarf Mamo if I need to. So, did not want to risk with that. Next up on the team, we have Alolan Marowak. Now this is another mon, I threw this on here just because, but it kind of is fun. I honestly really just threw it on here because it really didn't get to perform like I thought it would in our Week 3 game, and I kind of wanted to show it off. And it can kind of do some stuff this game, to be fair. We have Sub, Focus Punch, Poltergeist, and Flare Blitz. The speed is to guarantee a pace, even a Jolly Copper or Jaw G-Max. Now, this is something I think that Clutch might actually personally do, is I think he might try and creep a low-speed Marowak with G-Max Raj. So I 100% want to make sure I outpace any single Copper or Jaw, because it doesn't take a ton really to to the Adamant max attack mark, that would be over no speed Marowak, and then from there it's like, well, it's an 8-point difference to Jolly. So I figured I might as well just creep. Really didn't take a lot of bulk. I didn't even need a lot of bulk this week, to be completely honest. Especially when there's stuff like the Mamoswine, the Incineroar, the Milotic, etc. that all threaten this. So I didn't really care about my bulk this week. I'm 2-KO'd, if not OHKO'd by almost everything on the team, to be honest, with the right coverage options. Even Whimsicott ran like Shadow Ball for me in 2-KO. So I didn't really need the bulk on this. Speed was a lot more important though. Sub Focus Punch is great because if I sub before the Incineroar switches, like let's say if I sub, well, I guess I couldn't ever really sub before, but let's say I sub on the Incineroar switch, at the very least, even at -1 after rocks, I can kill Incineroar guaranteed with Focus Punch. In fact, if it's a not bulky Incineroar, I should be able to kill it anyway, but with the -1, it really doesn't impact my Incineroar damage with Focus Punch, and it's such good damage. It does significantly more damage than like Superpower would, for example. Poltergeist plus Flare Blitz hits literally everything else in the team pretty neutrally, so I feel really confident this could break. I don't anticipate it to do much, but it could honestly, if positioned right, get a kill or two, which I'm kind of hoping on. I think it can definitely put in work. It's also going to be really good at picking off G-Max Ravage, which is the big thing I brought it for. I really don't anticipate it to do much outside of that, though. Next up, we have Type Null. This is the other one I'm kind of banking my entire win on. I'm anticipating that the Mamoswine has Earthquake, Knockoff, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, and I'm anticipating a ban at Mamoswine. I don't think a Clutch really runs any other set against my team, and because of that, I feel like that having Type Null as my check to that set is my best bet. Even if he is running Superpower, let's say, for example, I could take 2 Superpowers because the attack drops. So this is quite literally my only switch into ban and Mamoswine, even after rocks. I could take it. 52 Spin F is just general Spin F investment. Helps me maybe take some stuff like Mew on better, or like the Whimsicott. Tri-Attack is here to potentially burn Mamo, or to potentially paralyze something like the Mew, or the Raj, or I could burn any of them as well. Sleep Talk Rest is just for HP, and then U-Turn, I can Sleep Talk a U-Turn up, and then position out while I'm asleep, keep this thing healthy still, of course, and just keep getting initiative. I figured that was really good. Next up on the team, we have Hitmontop. Now, this is Hitmontop's debut. Now, I don't anticipate Hitmontop to do anything this game, but again, it's kind of here. We have Triple Axle, Close Combat, Sucker Punch, and Mach Punch. We have 244 HP and 156 Def. This means that after Intimidate, we could beat Mamo 1v1 because of the leftovers and the Intimidate and all that. Or at the very least, we could take 2 hits from Mamo guaranteed. The 28 Spidef helps us, I believe it was for Scald Milotic. No, that wouldn't have been. I think it was just to take Whimsicott hit like at all and get a Triple Axle off. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I honestly, though, couldn't remember. We have Triple Axle for the Whimsicott and the Komao, because those are definitely potential switches to Hitmontop. They both shoot the hits very well. Sucker Punch still does a lot of damage to Mew. So yeah, this could do stuff. I don't anticipate it to do much. 44 speed, I believe that actually just guarantee outpaces like max speed Jolly Raj. Actually, I take that back. That is 4 speed that does that. So this was just creeping over anything, I guess. I might try and creep like something creeping max speed Raj. So yeah. We have him on top here. I don't anticipate to do anything this game, but it could be a nice Incineroar check. It could be a nice backup Memo check. I don't anticipate it to do much, though. Next up, we have G-Max Hatterene, of course. This is the mod that can kind of do stuff. We have Expanding Force, Misty Explosion, Mystical Fire, and Trick Room. 212 HP plus 244 if his Def means that in G-Max form, we take 2 Ban and Mamo hits, only when G-Max though, otherwise we just take 1 guaranteed, which could still help us get off a Trick Room, but of course we would die to Ice Shard if it isn't choiced, so that is a big issue, of course, to be keeping in mind. With the 2v2 special attack, we should be able to handle any sort of Copper or G-Max fine with 2 Mystical Fire maxes. Misty Explosion I thought was really good, mainly for the reason that if we have Trick Room up, and this thing gets low enough, I could always just Misty Explosion, do a lot of damage to something, unless if it's Raj or the Garbodor, and then I can bring in Marowak to try and apply pressure, especially under Trick Room. A lot of Mons might be afraid of that after Misty Explosion, which could be really nice, to be honest. That's mainly how I'm anticipating Marowak might pop off, but otherwise I don't think Marowak will do much. And Hat could just probably get a kill, but it might be an important kill, who knows. Final Mon on the team we have is Blastoise. Now, if I know Clutch, this is another Mon I know he will not respect the speed on, and I'm quite literally banking my entire game on that. We have Life Dew, Scald, Ice Beam, and Rapid Spin. 180 speed Timid. This is creeping max speed Adamant Mamoswine, and I feel confident in saying that Clutch will probably run max speed or close to max speed Adamant. And my biggest reason for thinking this is the fact that Clutch will probably not down creep too aggressively, but I feel like he still wouldn't anticipate me to creep well enough to where it would make a difference for him to want to run Jolly Mamoswine, being that 133 mark. Which does mean, though, that running this Timid Blastoise hitting 180 speed investment, we hit the 133 mark, which just creeps the Adamant Mammo by 1. I know that Clutch will not creep that with his Mammo. He's going to 100% run Adamant either as a Scarfer or a Bandmon, and it's either going to creep the Zam, which in that case he wouldn't run just max speed, or he's just going to run it to break my walls with the Banded set. And that I think will probably run max speed, or he's just going to run no speed at all. Either way, this should outpace. Scald should do 2 KO guaranteed versus Mammo, unless he's like an Assault Vest set with like a lot of HP. Which, if that is the case, it's fine. It's not doing any damage to me. I'm basically planning on outpacing Mammo, though, and going for a Scald Burn. If I get the Scald Burn, then honestly I might just win the game, because Mammo is literally Clutch's win con here. But if Clutch doesn't get burned, he's going to do around like 70%, and if he's Jolly Banned, he might actually fuck me over. But I feel that confident that Clutch will not run Jolly Band, and then I'm banking my entire game on this. Because I know for a fact that Clutch will not creep Blastoise, and nothing else on my team is worth creeping with Mammo. So yeah, I'm quite literally banking my entire game on Clutch poorly speed creeping, I guess. That's what I'm doing. Well, I guess not poorly. That would probably be in Clutch's favor, but I guess poorly for this particular set. Regardless, though, hopefully you guys enjoy the match, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys. Hey guys, it's Liv here. We're here today taking on Clutch sometimes, aka coach of the Kansas City Kingdras. I don't know why I forgot that, sorry. If I sound a bit sick, Clutch is going to make a joke that I always get sick. I made myself sick today, though, by leaving my air conditioner on night, so joke's on you, Clutch. If you guys enjoy, leave a like down below. Clutch's team this week is Como, Mew, Mamoswine, Incineroar, G-Max, Raj, and Garbodor. Let's see. So, looking at this, I don't know why I cannot type today. I'm so sorry about that. Let's see. What do I want to lead off with? I think I want to lead off with Blastoise, to be honest. I don't think he breaks a Blastoise lead. So I'm going to lead off with Blastoise. Could unironically stall him out. So I'm going to do that. I'm shocked at Whimsicott, to be honest. I thought Whimsicott was really good against my team. But we'll take that. Let's see. He has a lot of lead options, to be honest. Honestly, he could lead off with anything on his team, and it would be kind of scary. By the way, if you see random pauses, it's just because I'm sniffling. So, sorry about the random pauses in the video. I said, blame my air conditioner. Okay, so, let's see what Clutch decided to lead off with. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous because Clutch had a really good matchup against me. Clutch had a really good matchup against me, and I'm really, really nervous. I'm really shocked no win, though. I'm genuinely shocked. Okay, so leads off with Mammo. Perfect. Okay. So, this is exactly why I wanted to lead off with Blastoise. I figured that in case he led off with Mammo, this is loose counterplay to it, and I don't have to switch. So it's great. Also, seeing no Whimsicott means I get a free Scald here. He has no resist besides Como, and I have Ice Beam for that. So, we'll take that. He's probably gonna... Oh, shit. Okay, so he's Adamant Mammo, too. Good thing I crept that. I'm really glad I crept that now. Okay, and we got the burn. That is exactly why I don't creep Adamant Mammo. You'll hear me mention on my team builder. Okay, so this is also probably Banded Mammo because Jesus fucking so a lot. Yeah, no, fuck you, Clutch. I knew you would run Adamant Mammo. I knew there was no chance you would not disrespect that speed tier. And yeah, no, seeing that he's burned and he did that much, he has to be Adamant Banded Mammo. Okay, so that's great, though. That's great that we call this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna click Scald again. Realistically, I don't lose anything by clicking Scald. Sorry, Clutch, because Mammo kind of destroyed my team. To be fair, Mew still does anyway. But, yeah. I'm wondering what he'll do. He's probably just gonna... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, he's probably just gonna sack. Shout out to Blastoise, though. Good shit. Blastoise saving my ass. Mamoswine 0-1. Okay, so... Huge, big, scary Mon gone. I want to thank Owen, by the way, for telling me to bring Blastoise. I had Zarude on the team before, and Zarude was kind of dong. Zarude actually had, like, no matchup this match. I don't know why I even thought about bringing it. But shoutouts to Owen for mocking me, because that was really helpful. Especially because, as I said, I was being dumb and I almost brought Zarude. Especially when he also had a Rotom fan in the back, which I also thought was coming. Like, there was no reason to bring Zarude. Between that and Whimsicott, which he benched both of. I'll add. His team is actually his current team he has, very weak to Zarude, barring Como, and kind of Garbodor, but I could have stopped Tantrum that. Seeing this in, I kind of want to just, I mean, I could just Scald again, to be honest. I still have Hitmontop for, I still have Hitmontop to handle G-Max Raj, and also Incineroar, so I don't really mind sacking Blastoise right now, in all honesty. Also, if he stays in and clicks, like, Toxic Spikes, then I can just Rapid Spin those away. And Scald, as we see, should do a fair bit. Okay, so this is regular Toxic and not Toxic Spikes. That's a big reason why I didn't really want to switch out. I didn't want to let something like Hitmontop get Toxic, because that's so much worse for us than letting this get Toxic. Okay, so this is Black Sludge. That is good to know. Oh, shit, he's Leftovers. Okay, so Clutch really didn't fear Trick, I guess. I don't even know if I have Trick. I think I have Switcheroo on Zam, and I thought I have Switcheroo or Trick. I forget which, but I know that Zam, and I believe Hatterene as well, also get it. So I guess he just didn't fear that. I mean, not a huge deal, but just kind of funny, I guess. Okay, so we got a good roll there. And we got a burn. Nice, nice. Beautiful. Okay. Water is very hot today. Shoutouts to the water being hot. Blastoise on a tear right now. Let's see. So yeah, I'm just gonna, I think now what my play is I'm just gonna Rapid Spin, because I could outpace Como even, or Mew as well. I could outpace Mew too. Actually, no. I'm just gonna Scald. I'll Rapid Spin after the Garbodor dies. So yeah, we're just gonna Scald. Okay, so Scald goes off. We get a really good roll here, actually. Too bad Rapid Spin doesn't do anything if this is Fizz Def, which it probably is realistically. I could honestly just spin until I die at this point, which I think might be my play, just to minimize potential spikes. Because it should still 2-hit KO, if I'm not mistaken. And realistically, having this sacked would also be really good to not let in, like, Mew for a free setup turn, I guess. So I might just do that. I'm just gonna Rapid Spin. Fuck it. I don't want this thing keeping up hazards against me and then, like, running me off with Mew or something. So, yeah, we're just gonna click Rapid Spin. Okay, so Ghost or Spikes again. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So it's gonna take, like, 3 more Rapid Spins to kill this. So Clutch will probably end this with 1 Spike, but I'm fine with that because it's a lot better than 2. Now that I outpace everything, I could Scald into, yeah, I could always Scald into a Rapid Spin next turn, but I would die to Toxic, so I think I kind of have to just, I think I'm content with that, in all honesty. I am content with that. I'm gonna just Scald. I don't think there's a world where I get out of this without having 1 Spike up anyway, just because I'll die. And just killing us off, I mean, it's another kill for Blastoise. It means he has 1 less sack for later as well, so I'd rather just take that. I'll take my chances. Okay. So if we live this, then we should be fine. Okay, perfect. So we do live this. So we get a free Rapid Spin. Okay, so he brings in Mew here. Perfectly fine. I'm just going to click Rapid Spin here, to be honest. I lose nothing clicking Rapid Spin. If he has, like, Sucker Punch or Vacuum Wave, very well played. He could have honestly brought Sucker Punch or Vacuum Wave. Sucker Punch especially would have been good for, like, picking off Zam. And he doesn't. Okay, perfect. So we get a free Rapid Spin there. He does get a free setup turn here, to be fair. So, oh, he just goes for Psychic Fangs. Okay. That is fine. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go hard into I'm gonna go hard into Hat, I think. No. I'm gonna go hard into, yeah, I'm gonna go hard into Hat, actually, to be honest. Because I don't want Mew potentially going for knockoff on Type Null. And I mean, I guess this would be the mon I would check anyway, if I had to pick something. At this point in the game, yeah. So maybe that was the play. But this also stops potential, like, Toxic or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna go for, yeah, I'm just gonna go for Trick Room, to be honest. Actually, I'm gonna go for Mystical Fire. No, I'm gonna go for Trick Room. Because if the Raj comes in, I could always go for a Misty Explosion. Clutch will definitely prepare for me bringing Trick Room. I've done it every week. He's going into Flacker right now. Yep. Okay. So G-Max Raj, of course, and of course I forgot to take off my shitty Raj spray. So, okay. So we know that this is obviously a Pokeball. We know that Mew also isn't leftovers, which is actually good info. I'm gonna max and just go for Max Flare. Max Flare probably won't kill, even after 2 hits. But at the very least, it chips it enough to where Hitmontop can come in and then just pick it off. So that's obviously really good. And then Hitmontop is a free Axel turn as well, which is really nice. Unless if for some reason Incineroar comes in, which I get a free close combat turn. Which, I mean, I won't be upset by any means. But just pointing it out, I guess. He is 100% going to max here, though. Which I am fine with, personally. Max Ironhead really isn't a big deal because we are also going to be maxed. We definitely do take one. We guarantee take one because it's not like a Life Orb set or anything. Copper Shaw. Yeah, so Max Steel Spike. Ooh, actually, Max Steel Spike kills if it's off a Heavy Slim. Unless it's calking with Band. Is it calking with Band? No, it's not. Okay, well, shit, I guess that kills. Okay. So, oh, you know what? That's not max. Okay, so yeah, we guarantee take one. Even Heavy Slim Max should only do 90 peak. Ironhead, yeah, also does 90 peak. Okay, so we're fine either way. No matter what, this thing cannot kill us if it does max. Yep, okay, so he is maxing. That was pretty obvious if he was bringing it in. There was really no reason not to be honest. So he is going for definitely a Steel Spike. Actually, no, he's going for a Steel Surge, right? Because that's a hazard. Okay, well, that would have been a reason, I guess, to keep around Blastoise, to be honest. But it's whatever. Not a huge deal. Oh, wait, you know what? Does that actually work? Does that work on Hat? I'm kind of curious. I mean, we'll figure it out. I think it would, just because it's an attack. But, I mean, maybe not. And wow, that did so much. Maybe we will actually 1v1 this, because that was before Sun. He's really not bulky, if that's the case. Which is fine. I'm kind of curious, though, if Steel Surge will work on this. Ironhead. Okay, so yeah, that isn't Magic Bounce Back. Okay, darn. I was kind of hoping it would be, to be honest. I had no idea. I never tested that in a mock. I should have, but I didn't. Even if Incineroar comes in here, it's fine, because I will get a max Smite next turn anyway, so it's really not a huge deal. And I'll still have one more turn to trick him up regardless, so I should be fine. He's definitely going to try and switch around this, but I'd rather just kill this if he doesn't, for some reason, switch around this. So, I'm not even going to worry about overpredicting. I definitely have the upper hand at this point, in my opinion. So, there's no real reason for me to overpredict, especially when the only mon I've had to sack was Blastoise, and that was by far my most expendable mon. So, I think I'm in a good position. Hitmontop still being around is huge. Mew is definitely the biggest inconvenience, but I do still have Marowak, so it's not a huge deal. Let's see. So, what's he gonna do? Also, Zam actually kind of shits on him because he didn't bring Whimsicott, like a fast Whimsicott, to outpace. Okay, so he does bring this in. That's perfectly fine. Kind of wish that Magic Bounce worked on that, but it's whatever. Max Flare is gonna go off. This should still do a fair bit. Yeah, like that's okay damage. I'm gonna just go for Smite, to be honest. Even if Raj comes back in, it's not max anymore, and on top of that, it'll also confuse potentially anyway. Okay, so yeah, Max Smite goes off. Not a resist and a stab. This might even kill, to be honest, because it's off a Misty Explosion. And it doesn't. Okay, darn. I would say that's like a 140 base, I think. 130 or 140 base, I forget which. But I know it's more than Gleam. At least I think it is. Okay, sweet. Darn, we didn't kill. Kind of unfortunate, but it's whatever. Okay. So, I am going to go for a Misty Explosion here. Because whatever comes in, I get initiative as well, and I can potentially pick something. So even if he does try and switch around me, I'm fine with that. I wonder what he's going to try and switch in here. He's probably just going to sack this in all honesty. But regardless, though, I don't want to risk. Because if Raj just come in, I at least can bring in Hitmontop hard in that. Then Incineroar is pretty weak, so I can just Mach Punch that to death. Or really triple Axle even at that point. Okay, so Incineroar is gone now. Perfect. Okay, so Incineroar is now gone. Hatterene, 1-in-1. Okay, perfect. So, now I don't have to worry about him getting in like a free Mew or anything. I think I'm going to go hard into Zam. Because Zam should be really free against whatever comes in at this point. Zam being Sash and Modest should destroyed the team. We'll figure out, obviously, if Mew is Scarf, because we'll have the Sash. Mew is probably Cassie Berry, or whatever Ghost Berry is, to be honest. Which is fine. We should do half to max HP Mew as well, which is good. We know it's not like red card or anything, because we didn't see it pop. Okay, so yeah, he goes into Mew. Okay, perfect. So unless this is like Spit F Mew, we should be doing half with Shadow Ball. And we'll figure out if it's Scarf. And if it is Scarf, then we can definitely play around that. What I am going to do is I'm going to click Protect, actually, first. If you try setting up on me, that's very fair. But I don't really want to give this thing a free turn to, like, fake out me or, like, break a Sash. Dragonets. Oh, shit. Okay. So, not a huge deal. We definitely have counterplay to this, so I'm really not that scared. I should have raw Shadow Ball, though, to be honest. But it's really not a huge deal. If he's Dragonets, though, it means he probably has a fair bit of speed just because of how my speed tiers were. So I really don't mind this because we should be doing a fuck ton with Shadow Ball to where we could probably kill with him on top. I should have raw attacked, though. That might have been a choke. We'll make it work regardless. But that might have been a choke. Oh, you know what? Null can also definitely chew a hit. Null can 100% chew a hit from +1 Mew. Even if it's like Life Orb. Psychic Fangs. Okay, yep. So that's fine. Yeah, no, Null chews. Holy shit. We know it's not Life Orb too, which is great. And yeah, this did a fair bit. Okay, I'll take that. I'm gonna hard switch it at this point and go into type Null. Because this could still put in some work. So, let's go hard into Null here. And even if he goes for Psychic Fangs and predicts, we still chew it. There's no possible way that he kills. So, we're fine there. Yeah, okay, so he goes for Psychic Fangs here. Should do, like, no damage. Yep, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. So, I'm going to U-turn here, because I can go into Hitmontop at this point. And that'll be great, because we can obviously lower the attack. Close combat, okay, that's going to do a lot. But we chew, we chew. Good shit, Null. Good shit, Null. Null is broken, etc. And the fact that he's dropping his defense means he definitely dies here. Which means that we get free Zam, which is huge. Okay, perfect. Okay, solid. Okay, I'll take that. That was huge. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna bring in Zam. Yeah, we're gonna bring in Zam because whether it's Como or Raj, we get a free hit. If it's Raj, we click Focus Blast. If it's Como, we click Psychic. But either way, I mean, we get a free hit off. Como, oh. Yeah, Psychic should, like, slaughter Como. And Copperajah, we just need to hit it. We literally just need to hit it and Focus Blast should kill. Can't really click Shadow Ball, sadly. It's not that low. But, I mean, we did so much damage earlier to it, I'm really not that concerned. We might even just raw kill with Shadow Ball, but I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk. Because we could honestly just win the game right here with Zam. Okay, sweet. We hit our Focus Blast, which means that I think we just win the game. Zam is broken. Zam is more of a tier 1 pick than Zarude, and I will stand by that. I will die on that hill. Alakazam, 1-0. Copperajah, Gmax, 0-1. And that's not even excluding this game, too. It's done so much work in, like, all of my games. So I will die on that hill. But Zam is more of a tier 1 pick. So, yeah, I'll take that. And then, what was my last one? Shit. Oh, Marowak. 0-0. Okay. Yeah, so worst comes to worst is Scarfed, and I just bring in him on top next turn, add a triple Axle. So we're fine there. If this really is Scarf, I mean, that's really good prep. Bleh, really good prep by Clutch. If he's also Psychic Berry, that's also really good prep by Clutch. Because he, for some reason, would have predicted I didn't bring Gleam. Okay, so yeah, this just kills. Sweet. So we will take that. That's a nice 2-0 win. I'll be honest, I really thought we were getting fucked this matchup. I really thought we had a dog shit matchup here, but I'll take that. We went 4-0. Clutch is a very good battler. Clutch is definitely one of, in my opinion, the better battlers in the league. So the fact that we won that 4-0 with such a bad matchup, I'll take that. That's really good. Really good, especially coming off of last week. So week 5, we're taking on SV Tornado, coach of the Vancouver Core Knights. If you guys enjoy it, leave a like down below. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.